This time on the Driver's Corner, we're going to talk about future upgrades to the C5 Corvette. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is March, and here in the Middle Tennessee area, it has not stopped raining for about 4 months. So I've been going crazy, and I decided that with all this coronavirus quarantine stuff that's going on across the country, I've been one of the few people that still is going to work, and I haven't been able to do any projects on the Corvette or really anything else. I did a little bit on my daughter's BMW the other day. We put some of the, I think they're called IGGEE seat covers on. The interior on that car with 130-something thousand miles was pretty rough, and she's getting ready to take that thing off to college, so I put a little time into that. But I didn't really make a video about it. It was honestly just something I had a quick minute to do. I'll show you some pictures of that here in a second. But what I wanted to do today is just kind of talk about the direction that I'm at on the Corvette. I'm in a weird spot where I'm not 100% sure what I want to do next, because the car, it's almost right. So as far as the way it looks, it's doing really well. I got the Grand Sport wheels and new tires on there. I got it lowered a little bit. I've got the ZR1 front splitter, and I made those side splitters. I put the Spoiler King like stage 2, I don't know what you'd call it, like the half height spoiler. I got the LED halo lights on here and some of the like newer front lights. So from the street, this thing looks really good. Now I'm sure you can kind of hear, I'm getting a lot of like wiggles and vibrations and stuff like that in the interior, and I think that is because my shocks are shot. So I've got these really I've got the adjustable suspension. I don't remember exactly what the technical term is. Whoa, lost a little traction. I've got the stock suspension on this thing. I haven't done any work to that, and I'm definitely in the mood, I think, before summer gets here, to do some upgrades. I don't want to put coilovers on it because this isn't a dedicated track car. This is just something I drive to from work, take on back roads, pull up to Cars and Coffee in, and then I might do an occasional autocross event or a track day at the Corvette Motorsports Park. So I'm not really into full-on race mode with this car. So I've been considering heavily doing the Z06, like a C6 Z06 shock swap, and a set of sway bars on this thing, and then just bypassing the active control, you know, as far as the ride control that has the options for touring, sport, and performance mode. I've been driving around in performance mode just because, you know, that's how I like to drive my cars. I think that the touring mode's a little bit too mushy. The sport, I don't really feel a big difference, but performance is definitely firmer. So my shocks are working, but they're definitely blown. So I've got a little bit of money to spend. So I blew all that other money on all the stuff that I did to make the car look better. I put the race seats in here. I did the stereo upgrade, but what I really want to do is get the car handling right. So I may have mentioned this in an earlier video, I don't remember, but I came from a Porsche 911 to the C5 Corvette. So a couple of years ago, I sold our Porsche so that we could buy my wife's business that she owns with cash. So we didn't want any debt, and so I sold my car that I own outright in order to buy that business. And then I just really missed having a nice sports car, and so I'd saved up a little bit of money to buy a Porsche again, and I came into the realization that the one that I wanted, or the ones that I was interested in, were just super out of my price range. Prices got inflated to a nonsense number that there's no way I was going to spend. So I started shopping for my next dream car from high school, which was the C5 Corvette. there's a couple things I have to take care of. I bought all those parts, so those videos will be coming out soon. But while I'm doing those, I definitely want to upgrade the car in some positive ways. So I've been thinking LS6 intake manifold. I already bought one and then it showed up damaged. I'm sure you guys saw that video as well. So I'm on the search for another LS6 manifold. That way I can, when I go to do my intake, when I take that off to do the oil pressure sensor, I can go ahead and swap to an LS6 intake at that time. I think I'm not going to cam it at the moment. I think I'm going to do LS6 intake. I'm going to do headers, like long tubes and X pipe, and then I'm just going to go have this thing tuned and see what I think before I go camming it or making it to where I can't really drive this thing every day anymore, and still getting the 20s on gas mileage. So other than that, I think I'm going to do shocks. So I've got about $1,000 PayPal account burning a hole, so that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. If you guys have any other ideas besides CO6 shocks and sway bar upgrade and an LS6 intake manifold, that's all what I think I can buy for about $1,000 to put a little bit more, get this thing a little more planted and get the intake breathing a little bit freer. I definitely would like to do heads, probably like a 243 or a 799 swap, but I just haven't found a set that I'm comfortable with, and that's going to push me over my budget. So unless something else on my eBay page sells in the next couple weeks, I think I'll probably just do the LS6 intake swap for the time being until I gather up a little bit more money to make a decision on what head setup I'm going to do. So anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know this video is probably pretty boring. It's just me talking. I don't even know if you can hear me because I'm on the interstate. But anyway, I appreciate it. I hope to have some more videos coming out where they're a little bit more dynamic. I've been working on my videography and my audio, which this video does not have either of those two elements involved. So it's just kind of a quick update as to what's going on and where I've been and where my head's at. So again, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I thank everybody who's subscribed. If not, just post on any of my videos and subscribe, and then when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I am going to ship that Simpson race suit